So, this is me without makeup, without any product in my hair. I've just come out of the shower and I wanted you guys to see me. As you can see, I have dark spots and pimples on my skin, and also my eyebrows are very thin and missing in some parts. Straight teeth, no braces. So let the transformation begin. This is how I get ready for my hard femme looks. I'm finishing up my hair now, as you can see, all done. Changed into a hoodie just for more comfort. And this is the L'Oreal BB cream in medium. I typically put this on to mask my dark spots and to lighten my complexion because I do have dark spots in many places and pimples as well. Right? Next, I use my Fit Me foundation to completely eradicate the dark spots, which are now easier to eradicate because of the BB cream. Alright, and as you can see, I've completely smoothed out my complexion and it appears as I am blemish free. This is my Fit Me powder in coconut. I typically use this for contouring. Contouring can give the appearance of gauntness and the illusion of thinness, or rather symmetry in the face by highlighting. We're moving on to the hot brow highlight. Now this also kind of opens up my eyes more and also allows me to do my eyebrows in a way that would elongate my face, as you'll see next. See, just brightening up the eye canvas. This is my Maybelline Eye Studio in brown. And as you can see, my eyebrows are super light. So when I am drawing my eyebrows, I tend to build upon the color, going slow and light and getting darker with time. And this is an angled brush, by the way. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're going to do the winged liner. And this actually opens up your eyes and makes them a lot wider. And that also plays into the European standard of beauty. I think, you know, this is a very popular look nowadays. People are really into the cat eye because of how wide it makes your eyes look. Now I'm putting on mascara to give my eyes a more romantic look and to separate and lengthen my lashes. As you can see, I am all set with my face and I am serving cake, bitch. Next, I have my hair and I'm going to spray it down with the Cantu oil sheen. This stuff smells amazing, by the way, and it gives your hair a nice glossy look. Pop it on. And now you have a hair hat. Hooray. And now let's take off this hoodie. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. All done. So now that you've seen my transformation, I want to talk about what this does for me and what I get because of it. I stand before you here with privileges now, more so than before we started the video. And the privilege is called beauty privilege. And now, you know, as soon as you start talking about beauty privilege, people start to get upset. People think that when you talk about beauty privilege, you're saying, well, I'm the most beautiful person, and it comes off as very narcissistic and very pompous, and it's important to understand that speaking about a privilege is not a bad thing. speaking about privilege is important. It opens up the dialogue for those who are privileged to really understand as much as they can about the oppression that people face at their benefit. We're told that beauty is subjective. We're told that attractiveness is subjective. But in reality, as you can see in TV and media, there is a certain beauty standard. Every day, you're reminded of the fact that you should lose weight, that thin is in, that long hair is the most beautiful, blue eyes are so beautiful, clear skin, everybody wants clear skin, nice teeth. Humans are predisposed to enjoying symmetry and also to believing that beauty equals good. Wizard of Oz, Glinda the Good Witch, beautiful witch, but the bad witch, the Wicked Witch of the West. And by ugly, I mean her nose is a little on the larger side, opposed to Glenda. You know, if you put them side by side, complete opposites. And things like that, when we're young, you know, they get pressed into our minds. And we remember that, you know, ugly, bad, beautiful, good. So you see popular kids in school, you know, they're beautiful, all of them beautiful, they're popular, positive attributes for them. And then someone that's not so attractive, you know, loser, nerd, words like that. But we always pit good against evil. And unfortunately, when we talk about lookism, just because someone looks not attractive to you or is not conventionally attractive, it does not necessarily mean that they are a bad person, that anything is wrong with them, but that's commonly what happens. I remember that before I started wearing makeup, before I started actually caring about, you know, what I looked like in terms of purchasing items that would make me look a certain way, that would enhance certain things about my face, that would enhance certain things about my hair, that would enhance certain things about my body, even the clothing that I wear, is so that I can guide through life a little easier than someone who might not wear very fashionable things, that might not wear things that are, you know, form-fitting, that might not have the type of shape that I have, that might not have, you know, the type of body that I have, but is still fat. And I talked about this in another video called Acceptable Fat. And when we talk about acceptable fat, we're talking about people who are fat, that are allowed to be fat, that receive little criticism. And most of the time, that is men. Most of the time, men are allowed to be acceptably fat, like Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill lost weight and now he's gained weight again. No one cares. Seth Rogen lost weight, gained weight for roles. No one fucking cares. Adele. She actually has surgery, major surgery, that makes it so that she cannot eat, meaning that she lost weight because she was unable to eat foods that she would normally be eating. She loses weight, everyone goes ape shit, everyone's happy congratulating her, and it's scary because not all weight loss is positive, but for some reason when someone is fat, it is positive when they lose weight every single time. And not only if a fat person loses weight is it positive, if a fat person decides to cover themselves up, if somebody fat decides to not show their stomach, if somebody fat decides not to show their legs, if someone fat decides not to show their arms, you know, I think every fat person has gone to the beach and covered up at least one time in their life. Has worn not a bathing suit but rather shorts, or one time I believe I even went into the ocean with leggings on. This is all because, you know, in public we want to be the acceptable fatty, we want to be not that fat person, and it's unfortunate because we are that fat person, and the means to get away from that stereotype, you know, everyone deals with it in their own way. And for me, with my fat, I choose to wear things that accentuate my body. You know, I know for a fact that right now, my legs, you know, someone would have a problem with my legs. But these are my legs. These are the legs that I have. And, you know, it's not a problem for me. And I don't have a problem showing you my legs. I don't have a problem showing you this. I don't have a problem turning to the side and letting you see me from the side. I do not have a problem with this. This is fine for me. I am comfortable doing this. This is something that is not bothering me. But I want you to know that every day that I live my life inside of this body bothers people. And because of that, because my body bothers people, it's harder to live as me in this body. And, you know, anything that I can do to live easier in this body, I have done, or I do. People always say fat girls don't look good with short hair, and that's a big reason why I didn't wear my natural hair out for a long time. That's a large reason why I purchased long-haired wigs, because I do want the femininity of long hair. And no one can tell me otherwise, that long hair does not signal femininity. And then I have to think about femininity and why long hair means femininity, and why long hair means hard femme, and why I identify as hard femme. The beauty standard in America is white women. White women with blonde hair and blue eyes. That is the normal, that is the standard. And anyone that chooses to question me about this, please prepare to show facts that I'm wrong, that I'm lying. But I think it's very important to realize that a lot of people who are of color in our media today look as European as they can while still looking like people of color to navigate the world more easily. As big as the natural hair movement is, there are still people out there who feel more comfortable not wearing their natural hair out, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to talk about the intersections of fatness, of beauty, of whiteness. It's important to note that while I find myself attractive without all of this, society does not find me attractive, and I am treated differently when I am not wearing the things that make me feel comfortable. And, I'm saying this, to be honest with you. Some people might say that I'm unattractive, and, they might try and bash me, but, beauty privilege is not about, whether or not you construct it. Beauty privilege is about how you face the world and how other people treat you because of it. White, blonde, blue eyes, thin, and with long hair and full lips. That is the beauty standard in America. It's the European beauty standard that most women can't live up to. So we cheat, and we buy fake hair, and we put on makeup, and we give the illusion of extreme ultra femininity, because our own femininity is always questioned and always seen as second. When women of color, straighten their hair or buy fake hair or wear makeup or contact lenses, that is a way for them to, not all the time and not all women, but I feel like for myself, and maybe other people would agree with me, I feel like it's an easier way to navigate the world. I feel like when I have my natural hair out, people have a lot of questions. People want to touch me and touch my hair. And it's something that I don't like. But most importantly, people degrade black hair, degrade black features. There's nothing wrong with wearing makeup. There's nothing wrong with wearing fake hair. There's nothing wrong with straightening your hair. There's nothing wrong with wearing contact lenses. There's nothing wrong with changing your body to navigate the world you live in more safely, more easily. But it's important, I believe, to talk about the privileges that affords us, so that we can really talk about the oppression at hand. Because if I took a picture with this hair and I took a picture with my natural hair, I would get good comments from both sides, but from two different sides of the spectrum. I follow, and people who follow me are people of color who really are trying to, take back their hair and take back their femininity and take back the standard of beauty and try and make it for themselves, and it's really important. But then there are other people who follow me who do not find natural hair attractive, who find the faker hair, who find the more European style of hair more attractive. And I think that's like a big reason why some people just choose not to go natural, because they get scared that there's only one type. And I want to direct you guys to a video that I watched. My girl Bads, she was talking about natural hair politics, and that's so true. It's really focused on curls. I know for myself that when I have my natural hair out, I am focused on the curls. I am focused on my curl pattern, and that is a big thing for me. And I really needed to hear that if your hair is kinky, which it is in parts. I have different hair types in my hair. I think I have like 4A and 4C. I have all different types of curl patterns going on. And it's important to be told, to hear, and to see people who look like you. It's important to see black hair. And I think, I'm going to start showing off my natural hair more. I know I have in the past a couple months, like, posted a couple videos, but I want to do it more, and I don't want to be one of those, like, natural hair blogs that's, like, doing, like, a bunch of tutorials and stuff, because I'm not going to do that for you guys. I don't really care about twist testers or anything like that, but I do care about being a representative of someone with natural, kinky, curly hair that's crazy and all over the place. But it's something that I want to embrace on camera, because it's important, as I said, to be forthcoming with this information, to talk about the privileges. Like I said, when I wear hair like this, people treat me differently. People are very interested in where I'm from. People are so interested. People want to know where I'm from. I know that this hair kind of affords me some ambiguity. My makeup gives me clear skin. My makeup, gives me lashes. My lashes aren't really pronounced unless I use mascara. My eyebrows have always been super light, but I did have an issue with the person that did my eyebrows last, and it really hasn't ever grown back all the way. So I'm constantly, I'm trying to massage them joints and like get them back to where they was. But these eyebrows, women ask me all the time, oh my God, how do you do your eyebrows? Where do you get your eyebrows done? People are always asking me, and this is a creation. This is an illusion. This is not really me. And as I was saying, being accountable of the privileges you receive, people do give me free things. I get free things from companies all the time because I participate in beauty privilege actively. For a long time, I really just thought beauty privilege was, funny to kind of laugh about. But, the more I think about it, the more I'm really understanding that, without my beauty privilege, a lot of things that I take for granted, I would not even have. When people see me in this makeup and in this hair, people assume things about me. And just as the same when I'm not in this. But the thing is, when I'm in this makeup and in this hair, people assume good things about me. People assume positive things about me and about who I am. And my attitude with all of this in the compilation makes me seem, like I might have all my shit together. I might be a good person. I might be telling you something very interesting. But if I wasn't wearing all of this makeup, would you feel the same way? And I like to think that my message is very interesting. And I like to think that I'm speaking from the heart, and that's why people are here. But I also note the fact that I am attractive, and that people constantly tell me that. And I wanna stop you. I wanna stop you before you write and tell me that I'm not that attractive, and before you tell me that I'm not that beautiful, and that my privilege, I can't be too oppressed, because I've heard that. And I just want to let you know, beauty privilege is not based on you. Beauty privilege is not based on how you feel about me. It is about the things that happen, the things that I receive, the things in my life that I get a pass at. I receive unearned because of how I present. And just because, I bought this hair, I bought this makeup, and I put it on and it comes off, when it counts, I am seen as beautiful. At home, when I'm by myself, it doesn't matter. But when I go out into the world and I put on this face and I go and I aim through life like this, it affords me certain things, and that is the dialogue that I wish to open up about. I always thought of my beauty as an illusion, and the more that I thought about it, the more I was like, there's power in that. There's power in the fact that I can create my beauty, but there's also privilege. The fact that I can go from, mundane, regular looking girl to, glammed up. It's not a transformation everyone can make. Money to, people that we want to be nice to, people that we look up to, attractive people. Look at how many of your heroes are unattractive. Look at how unattractive people are portrayed. Think about Susan Boyle. Wonderful voice. The competition was about the voice. It's not about the appearance. But everyone made it about the fact that she was fat and old. People totally subjected this woman to a bunch of shitty treatment for the simple fact that, she can sing, but she's fucking ugly and we hate looking at her. Think about when you hear the term natural beauty. What comes to mind? Do you see a white woman? Do you see a woman with wild natural hair like I had? Because that's me natural. Realize why the white European standard of beauty is the standard set for everyone. In our society, your face is very important. And I mean that, and not just because I think I have an attractive face. It's because that is the first thing that people see. People see your face, and then they see your body, and then they see your face again. And I often notice people who see my face and then they see my body and then they immediately look at my face, and I'm noticing, I'm reading them, and it's not like I haven't heard before.
You'd be like so pretty if you just lost the weight.
Just lose the weight, you're gonna be so pretty.
Honestly, like if you lost like 200 pounds, like you would look so good.
You were just not fat.
And I don't think people understand how hard it is to hear stuff like that. To hear that I am just a face. It makes it harder for you to really embrace your body. You're constantly bombarded by messages from outside sources about your attractiveness. It starts to, sink in your mind, and then you start to understand your place in society. You understand, the privileges that you do or do not have. And while you may not call them privileges, and while you may not call it oppression, that is what it is. It is very hard for me to navigate the world in my fat body and still feel feminine. Being fat, being black, being queer means that I am being oppressed in 3 different ways. While people will note that I am fat, people will say things like,
"But you have such a beautiful face."
So while I do all this to gain privileges that I am denied as a person of color, as a woman of color, I remember when I was in school, I was in an advanced placement English class with another person, and we had to debate each other. And he was seen as he was seen as a nerd. I'm not gonna lie. People really thought that he was kind of weird. And people definitely didn't think he was attractive. He never dated any of the girls, but neither did I. You know what I mean? Neither did I. I was not seen as super unattractive. At this point in time, I had started wearing makeup, I had started wearing fake hair, and I had made friends. So, just from the hierarchical system of high school, I was more popular than him. But I was still, worried that, I wouldn't, but to me, that didn't mean anything. To me, I just feel, I knew I had to work hard because I knew he was very smart. And I knew this because I'd been in class with him all year, and I knew that, he was always raising his hand. He knew his shit. So I knew that I had to, get it together. And, after the debate, which he won, he tells me that he was expecting to lose because I was so pretty and because I was so popular. And it was a big shocker to him that I even knew what I was talking about. And he was trying to give me a backwards compliment, oh yeah, wow, very impressed, you're not a stupid bitch. I try to say, well, this is the way you choose to present, and it is, but it's not for no reason. And that's the most important part of this video, is to say why I do this. And it's because it's easier to navigate the world in my body when I'm wearing fake hair and I'm wearing makeup. It's easier to navigate the world when you're attractive. And it's not a lie. It's not something I'm saying to make you feel bad. It's something I'm saying to be honest with you about the world and the way things are built. So I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. It's something that I really wanted to talk about for a while, and I'm just really happy that I had the opportunity to talk about it. And I just appreciate the audience that I have, and I appreciate that you guys are here. And even if you're not here because you think I'm attractive, even if you're just here because, I'm another fat girl that you can look up to, or that you can hang out with, or I'm the friend in your head, then I'm really happy that you're here. I'm really happy that you're listening. I'm really happy that you care at all, because it's a big thing. It's a big thing that we need to talk about. We need to have so many conversations, but they're just not happening. So I think it's important that people on YouTube and people who do have an audience are able to kind of bring these things to light. And obviously feel free to make a video response. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on the issue of beauty privilege, all right? So take care.